Saturday, race day. I have driven to the outskirts of town to the foot of a low range of mountains. About 30 other cars are already parked on a quiet road. I get out and take my bicycle down from the roof rack. It's heavier than I'd like. I open both doors on the passenger side to create a space to change into my riding gear. I smear a white lubricant over the soft pad in my shorts before pulling them on, feeling the cold cream against my skin. I notice the tan lines across my legs. Have I done enough? Of course not. You can never be too fit. 65 kilometers. At least it will be over soon. I put a leg up on the bonnet, first my left, then my right, massaging the hamstring and the quad muscles. They already feel taut, which pleases me. Worked muscles, I like to think, know what is expected of them. They are ready for the violence that is to come. The non-racers gathered at the line will see no such thing. They will see only a blur of men and machines, expensive toys peddled by skinny blokes in tight shorts. They won't see the first sign of a spent muscle, the twitching ligaments, or hear the lungs issue their silent scream for oxygen. Nor will they get to read the unfathomable poetry written when suffering is willingly endured, almost craved. They won't see the harm we are prepared to inflict without contact, blood, or words. We will hope for no long-term damage, but in this race's most primal moments, thoughts of permanently eliminating one's rival cannot be discounted. Non-racers, for us, they will not exist. We, the racers, gather behind a white line painted across the road. We wait. The cool air of the late summer morning is a shock to bare limbs. But soon we will be tearing at our jerseys to find relief. Without a breath of wind, a familiar smell, a mix of nervous perspiration and deodorant settles over the group. I wonder who will be found wanting this day. We all do. Riders fidget and make unnecessary adjustments to their bikes. Some tighten their helmets or flick their brake levers. Others affect an air of nonchalance that no one could truly feel, as though this 2-hour ordeal is about the most ordinary way in the world to spend a Saturday morning. Good ride, I say to a fellow rider I half recognize under his helmet and reflective sunglasses. You too, mate, he responds. The race marshal sends us on our way. I'm mid-bunch, about 10 or 15 riders from the front. The pace increases steadily, and I stare at the wheel in front, alert for the squeal of brakes or changes in line. We ride in silence along the valley over benign terrain. A few undulations put some tension in our legs, but nothing so difficult as to break this group. Everyone knows this race will not be decided in the first 20, 30, or 40 kilometers, but in the final 3, on a series of climbs known as the Killer. A few riders from the front, I spot number 8, the club champion. He's got the bony ass of a rider at his best on steep terrain, a human greyhound. Next to him is another cluster of racers I don't recognize, their thighs like Christmas hams. We move as one for almost an hour, our size and shape extending and contracting in concert with the contours of the earth. On flattish terrain, nervous riders surge to the front, hoping to slow the bunch before it enters steeper country. I stay in the middle, protected for now. To my left, at the edge of a sparse pine forest, I see a herd of cattle grazing. Most do not bother to look up, having witnessed the spectacle every weekend of their gentle lives. Time passes. As the road rises and falls more sharply, the amoeba divides, shedding almost half the riders into a second group. When I no longer hear hard breathing behind me, I know I'm now at the back of the front group. The Killer looms, commanding respect and obedience. Hit the bottom too hard, and you'll be exhausted before the final and steepest section of the climb. Start too easy, and you risk losing sight of your rivals on the winding ascent,